My wife, Ella, 32, and I, 35, have been together for 7 years, married for 5. 2 years ago, she admitted to cheating on me with a coworker. I had always considered infidelity to be a red line, and at first I was set on divorcing her. However, she made an effort to regain my trust, or so I thought at the time. I also took the following into account, which allowed me to eventually move past it and forgive her. 1. She confessed to me voluntarily. She wasn't caught or forced to tell me. 2. It was a one-time thing at a housewarming party with her coworker. I remember that night. She didn't come home until 4 a.m., and I sent her several messages to check if she was okay and needed me to pick her up. She usually doesn't like to drink, but sometimes gives in to peer pressure, so I was worried she might be too drunk to drive. Number 3. She quit her job after confessing. This was her own decision to prove that she was willing to maintain better boundaries. I actually discouraged her at the time because I was planning on getting a divorce and was worried that her being unemployed would lead to me paying more alimony. 4. When I was 19, I also cheated on my then girlfriend, not Ella, with a drunken kiss. Obviously, it wasn't as bad as what Ella did, full on sex, but part of me felt like a hypocrite for being unable to forgive Ella, especially since my college girlfriend had forgiven me. Given all this and the fact that Ella seemed genuinely remorseful, everything else in our relationship was great, and she was the most compatible person I'd ever been with, personality-wise. I decided to forgive her and not divorce her on the condition that she sign a postnup. She agreed enthusiastically. In my opinion, the postnup wasn't overly harsh. Aside from confirming that our premarital assets wouldn't be factored into the divorce settlement, it also included an infidelity clause where the cheating party would forfeit our jointly owned home, the car, and alimony in the event of a divorce. The remaining assets would also be split 60-40 in favor of the cheated on spouse, rather than 50-50. We both received independent legal counsel when it was drafted and signed. Last month, I was contacted on Facebook by Alice, the wife of my wife's affair partner. She tracked me down through Ella's social media. She told me she had caught her husband Bill cheating on her and discovered their affair from 2 years ago after going through his devices. She asked if I had known, and I replied that I had, but thanked her for telling me anyway. She asked what had happened between me and Ella, and I told her that we had reconciled. She said she was determined to divorce Bill because, unlike my wife, Bill turned out to be a serial cheater who never confessed. What changed my mind about forgiving Ella was that Alice revealed Bill and Ella had actually been having an affair for 5 months. I asked if she meant an emotional affair, but she clarified that it was a physical affair and that they had slept together more than 10 times. In my mind, that makes the affair so much worse. It wasn't just a drunken night, it was a long period of calculated and deliberate choices, and I feel like an absolute fool. This past weekend, I confronted Ella, and she admitted it. I asked why she hadn't told me the whole truth, and she said she didn't believe I would have forgiven her if I had known. She's been trying to convince me that it's all in the past, that we've had 2 years of progress since then, and that it doesn't matter if it was once or 10 times. She argues that her confession shows genuine remorse. But to me, the omission shows that even in confessing, her priority was protecting herself rather than respecting me as a spouse by giving me the agency to make a fully informed decision, which isn't that different from not telling me at all. Now, I'm seriously reconsidering divorce and relying on the postnup for a more favorable settlement. She wants us to go back to couples therapy, but how can that even work now that I trust her less than I did 2 years ago?